what person in their right mind, like seriously, what person in their right mind will want to live in that world, man? Like, why would you want to be a celebrity? Why would you want to be famous? Why would you want to be amongst those people, amongst these people? Like, yo, like, this is just stranger than fiction, bro. And in these last days, the Most High is going to let us know slowly but surely what time it is when it comes to things that we've been accustomed to believing in regards to celebrity worship and deification and exaltation. Not even talking about myself. I'm just talking about as a mass of people. Like, there's things that's going on with these people that's becoming more revealing because we living in these last days. And a part of living these last days is the truth being revealed unto us slowly but surely. This is why we finding out things about what these celebrities are really about. You know? Slowly but surely, you know, more and more people are becoming accustomed to the truth when it comes to what these celebrities are about. You have a lot, you know, a bulk of people who are still under impressions and, you know, they still under the hypnotism. But for the most part, people are waking up to the, you know, the weird aspect of Hollywood where it's like, yo, they really bugged out. Like, this dude got a whole goddamn castle on his goddamn head. What the hell are you wearing that for other than trying to signify something, trying to let people know something? Either that or you're just bugged the fuck out. And obviously we understand these celebrities are bugged out, but it's not a coincidence. Like, as far as him wearing what he's wearing, it's no coincidence. It's not like he's just wearing that. There's a reason why he's wearing that. And as you can see here, he's throwing up the horns. They cover their bases. Like, people, they look at my channel and they say, oh, you know, you talk about all this stuff, but it's evident. It's in your face. It's not even like I'm finding shit. I'm trying to nitpick shit. It's in your face. It's constantly in our faces when it comes to the Luciferian aspect of this world. It's just that a lot of people aren't spiritually inclined. So they just look at this stuff like, okay, whatever. Like, even on Kendrick Lamar's last album, GNX, you hear the song and he's blatantly telling you that Lucifer governs the entertainment industry. And people just like, oh, you know, he's the GOAT. He can't do no wrong. Everything, he's breaking all these records. All his fanboys, they don't understand. They don't know how to see beyond the fucking trees when they in the forest because they so blind and sheep-like. You got to take that down. You could respect a person for what he does. Don't be no fucking fan, because when you a fan, it blocks you from understanding what things are really about pertaining to your goddamn idol, man. Listen to the song Reincarnation and come back to me and talk to me. And you tell me I'm bugging. He's telling you on the song. And that's the biggest hip hop act right now, Kendrick Lamar. He has a song called Reincarnation where he's telling you that Lucifer hovers over the entertainment industry. And people still suffer from cognitive dissonance. People still suffer from not being able to pick up the pieces of what they putting down. And obviously you got people in the know when it comes to these heads that, you know, like a Joe Budden or most of these people that run these podcasts and whatnot, like, you know, the notable ones, they know what it is, but they got to put on a certain face for the masses when it comes to just the surface level bullshit. They know about what the entertainment industry really is. And sometimes they try to do this little tactic where they say, oh, the Illuminati, because that's becomes popular. That has become popular. You feel what I'm saying? But when you really get into the deeper nitty gritty aspect, then it's really something that's touchy and people don't want to talk about it because, oh, it's too dark. It is what it is. That is this world, man. Stop wanting to be selective with your blindness. A lot of people have this selective blindness. Like, no, I don't even want to know that. Don't even talk to me about it. You know? Come on, man. Come on. Like, look at this shit, bro. It's crazy, yo. You know, someone said in the comments of this video here that the castle represents a dark mind that he can't escape. And, you know, that's kind of centered around it. But it's also many different illusions, you know, just when it comes to what the black castle represents. The all black, you know, giving off Saturnian vibes, as well as the order of the Black Eagle. Mind you, this happened before the Super Bowl. The Order of the Black Eagle was prominent. This happened before the Super Bowl. You also had Luka Doncic, and, you know, he also represented the Eagle with the whole Kobe Bryant connection, as well as the tattoo. This represents the order of the Saxon Eagle, the Black Eagle, as well as the Rosicrucian Order, Transylvania, and the understanding of Count Dracula, the influence, because it's going into the dark aspect of the entertainment industry when it comes to what they do behind closed doors. That's what it goes into. You have pedophile rings in these castles, so on and so forth, going into the order of, I believe, Dutro, when it comes to the person that was a serial killer out in Belgium. This is where the castle is influenced from Count Dracula out in Belgium, the understanding of the Mother of Darkness and that connection. So we're going to go over it. Jaden Smith is one who was put under extreme levels of programming, and it's evident just when it comes to, what he emits. And he was broken down. You actually saw videos and segments of it. Will Smith taking his son on certain talk shows where he's like kissing him, but you can tell with Jaden's natural inhibition, he's like resisting it. That's him being broken down, where it's like forced on him. A lot of these, child celebrities, they get put through the programming by being molested, just being real. That's what it is, and it's the truth. That's the entertainment industry for you. Orlando Brown, Raven Simone, Amanda Bynes, all these child celebrities, they had to get, quote unquote, R-worded, It just is what it is. And obviously you see the black, white, and red motif, something that they love to push in the entertainment industry. A bunch of witches, a bunch of warlocks. That's what they are in the entertainment industry. You should not ever want to be in the entertainment industry at this level, because all you are is compromised, and you're a Luciferian. That's all you are. You cannot worship the Most High at this level in the entertainment industry. You cannot. These kids, they was raised up in confusion just when it comes to the understanding of what the entertainment industry is about. Jaden Smith being named after the mother and Willow Smith being named after the father, going into the opposites and the understanding of that, hermaphroditic type of vibration. This is what they push. A bunch of freaks, in the Smith household. But let's continue on. This right here is the Greek goddess known as Hecate. Hecate is the mother of darkness. Hecate represents the mother of the night, witchcraft, and darkness. The Greek equivalent to the Hindu goddess known as Kali. I'm sure most of you brothers know about Kali, the mother goddess of destruction and darkness as well. It's the same entity. Also going back to Lilith, who is the dark side of Eve, pretty much the dark version of Eve. That's what it all goes back to. And mind you, they're depicted with the multiple arms. The Hindu goddess Kali and Hecate is the same entity. They both depicted with multiple arms. And this is what is the inspiration for the Mother of Darkness castle, going back to the worship and the veneration of, quote unquote, Mother Goddess. When it comes to the dark aspect of the castle, it's just based on certain rituals, that's of the order of the Rose of the Cross, which is the Rosicrucian Order, the Masonic Order, the Order of the Saxon Black Eagle, and the Order of Dracula. That's what it represents. That's what it goes into. And he was wearing that to pretty much signify what's going on in the entertainment industry when it comes to behind closed doors. You close the castle doors, a lot of strange things that happen in those rooms, in that castle. That's what goes on in the entertainment industry when people aren't looking, for lack of a better expression, if you understand what I'm saying. So we must take into account the things that we don't see, because that's what's more potent. Even in the midst of what we see, we still have to take into account the things that we don't see, the intangible. But this right here, like I said, this represents the mother goddess Hecate. And remember, I did a video on XXX Tentacion, where he made that call to his friend when he was in jail to pretty much, get out of jail with the help of Hecate, with the left hand power of Hecate. Hecate is not a real god. No, none of these idols are real gods. They just come from the left hand influence, which is controlled by the Heavenly Father. So these people, they do get help from it. But it all comes from the left hand of the Heavenly Father, pursuant to Isaiah 45:7. So this is the understanding just when it comes to this element, going back to the mother of darkness, going back to the mother of darkness and what goes on, within or in between those lines in the castle, within those rooms. You know what I mean? That's what it goes into. So this right here is the Transylvanian Castle, or the Bran Castle, or Draculan Castle, or the Mother of Darkness Castle, whatever you want to call it. All of multiple inspirations, pretty much the same thing in regards to the mutual understanding of darkness and satanic rituals, so on and so forth. That's what it goes in, and that's the connection. It has this like Gothic-like architecture to it, dark and mysterious. It's one of those things where you put two and two together based off of what we saw with Jaden Smith in the all black and the understanding of darkness associated with the entertainment industry, especially on a surreptitious level, And Vlad the Impaler, he was a so-called black man, aka Dracula. He was a so-called black man. And the place that the Mother of Darkness Castle, it was located in, I believe it's St. Pieter's Louvre in Belgium, near Brussels. And it was also called Chateau de Amara. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chateau de Amara, the Mother of Darkness Castle. And it's very important for us to understand these things just so we can get a broader understanding of what's being revealed unto us, because certain people look at things and, it's an isolated understanding and they don't put things in context and they can't necessarily crack the code. It's important for us to be able to crack the code. You had certain situations in the 40s and the 60s where you had these pedophile rings in the castle, in the place. It was a man named, I believe it's Patrick Descartes, or Baron Patrick Descartes. I was reading up on it, and that's linked to the Dutroux pedophile ring from a man named Mark Dutroux from Brussels and whatnot, when it comes to certain aspects of child sacrifices and, pedophilia and molestation, so on and so forth. All these things was based in the rituals and going into the order, the Masonic order, the Rosicrucian order. And it was all linked to Vlad the Impaler, or Vlad Dracula, who was a so-called black man. He was a Moor. That's what he was. He was a Moor. So this right here is the Prussian insignia for the Saxon Order of the Black Eagle. This was founded in 1701 by the Holy Roman Emperor Leopold I, and it was originally called the Black Eagle of Prussia, the Order of the Black Eagle of Prussia, and it was later adopted by Transylvanian Saxons. And it's very important for us to understand, just in conjunction with what we saw earlier with the image, or, Jaden Smith wearing that castle hat, it all revolves around the connection to the Order of the Black Eagle, or the Saxon Order of the Black Eagle. We already understand the Luka Doncic angle. This was around the time of the Grammys. This was before the Super Bowl. The reason why I'm saying this is because the Eagle was prominent. The Eagles obviously won the Super Bowl, but also the Eagle was an element that was conveyed a lot, just surreptitiously, in regards to the connections. Luka Doncic has an Eagle tattoo. His last photo op with someone that was prominent from the team that he's on right now, which was Kobe Bryant, he had the Philadelphia Eagles cap on, and it didn't match with anything because it was all esoteric. It's for a reason. The eagle representing, that rise in the order of the phoenix, going into the aspect of transformation, and also in connection with Luka Doncic 5 years later, in the same year that the Eagles win the Super Bowl, right? Luka Doncic is traded to the LA Lakers, the team that Kobe Bryant played for, exalted with the Philadelphia Eagles from Philadelphia. Very, very important for us to understand the connections. Also, like I said before, the Philadelphia Eagles, they made it to the Super Bowl on the day of Kobe Bryant's death. This is why I point these things out, because it's prominent. Certain people may not understand that, but it is prominent. It is. The underlying connections are prominent. It's there for a reason. It's not just by happenstance. Like, that was not coincidental. Just when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles winning on Kobe Bryant's death day, excuse me. Like, come on, man. Like, you have to put two and two together, in conjunction with all these connections. So yeah, this is the Prussian insignia of the Saxon Order of the Black Eagle, which was founded in 1701 by the Holy Roman Emperor Leopold I. And this was originally called the Order of the Black Eagle of Prussia. And this was adopted later by the Transylvanians, in which, it all goes in full circle when it comes to the connection with what we saw with Jaden Smith wearing the castle hat or the castle headpiece. Many different representations just when it comes to the understanding as well. Like we said, Kali, going back to Hecate, the triple goddess, representing the mother goddess of darkness and destruction and the night. That's what it represents. Going into the Rosicrucian order with the Saxon elite, they had like an exclusive nobility and high ranking in Transylvania. And it was just a lot of occult interests. The Rosicrucian influence, is very, very important for us to understand how all these things come together. What we have to do is just go into the understanding, do the knowledge. That's all it's about, right? So you have many different aspects of Luciferianism, and the way they try to convey the understanding is by, certain motifs when it comes to headpieces and certain imagery as far as like, the clothing or the music videos, the art, the aesthetics, so on and so forth. So they continue to do these things. And when it comes to the castle, you had many different rituals. You had many different, things that took place that was based in wickedness. A lot of different rituals. Like you had the secret ceremonies where they pretty much whispered accounts of like clandestine rituals in Transylvanian forests. You had many different blood oaths. Like it's a lot that you can read up on just when it comes to the understanding of, the Mother of Darkness castle or the Transylvanian castle or the castle of Dracula or the Bran castle. Many different names associated with the same thing based off of, all the different elements that exude from it. When you think of Transylvania, you think of this land, it's like miraculous land that's like, kind of like a disassociative type of state where it's like Dorothy in that other world, So Transylvania gives you that same type of vibration. Also like, Michael Jackson with the whole Netherland thing. I have some more videos coming, brothers and sisters. Just taking my time, getting things right on the outside. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. If you guys want to donate to the Cash App, it's there. I really, really would greatly appreciate it. I love all y'all just for supporting and just, being authentic and being down. Definitely got more coming. Definitely have more in-depth analysis and coverages coming on certain videos, certain celebrities, certain events that's going on. Just taking my time with it. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Just want to show you these sources because it's very important for us to go into these sites and sources so we can get a better understanding of certain things we want to be elucidated by. So, Christopher McIntyre's The Rosicrucians, The History, Mythology, and Rituals of an Esoteric Order. Arthur Edward Waite, The Brotherhood of the Rosy Cross. Yeah, that's where Rosicrucian comes from, the crossroads, the rose of the cross, right? Albert Pike, Morals and Dogma of the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite, Local Transylvanian Folklore, and Unverified Online Accounts. Please approach with caution. I was just going to show this just as a still, but I wanted to just go over it and say a few things because I know most of y'all are probably like impatient on the Patreon side of things, but I'm going to deliver. I promise you guys I'm going to deliver on the Patreon side of things. It's just a lot going on when it comes to my personal life, but it's no excuse. Definitely want to continue to upload and showcase the videos and what I'm able to do in terms of the coverages. So thank you all. God bless you all. And shalom to all you brothers. Love. And all you sisters. Love.